Okay, so I need to fix this. Why this isn't happening? I know why this isn't happening. I need to go to my weapon blueprints. I need to go to sword and shield, and this component is not replicated because it's replicated with the actor as it's the root, and this one needs to be replicated. Let's see now. Yep, that's all it took. Just replicate the component. And the root one doesn't have to say replicated. It's taking the replication values of the actor because it is the actor, kind of. Wow, I can just hit stuff with my shield apparently. And boom, and one, and and the general animations, like the aim offsets are clunky when you look straight up, straight down, but you never do, right? You just do it like this. And Cobalt animation, you can see the turn in place and everything together. Like Cobalt animations are a lot better for first person than any other pack in third person. They look still awkward, but not as awkward as they could. Like shield is awkward, yeah, in the attack, like the hand disconnects, but is that really breaking your immersion that much? I wouldn't say so. And the polearm is absolutely amazing. I love the animations in first person and in third person. They're really well put together. Yeah, so we got that working. So it's time to update our tasks. So active passive is being taken care by Able. We just made the order of which the abilities can override each other. Triggerable by server only. This is in the settings. Client can cancel. We made sure that it's a parameter. Proper tags for weapons and actions. It's done. And now I know that the tag container is not replicated, so you need to call tags on both server and client. Stamina. We got everything completed for this task. Setup attack ability. We got directional starts. We got the charging state. We don't have yet power attack, and we have quick attack on fast release. So power attack is something that we're going to do later on. It's not that important right now, but everything is prepared for it to work. So now we have defense ability. Okay, let's do defense. And we'll have first passive ability as well here. So let's start, but before we start, I'm going to save everything. I'm going to make sure that all references are in check, and I'm going to run source tree. And in source tree, I'm going to go commit, stage everything that I edited, and say completed the 5 weapons attacks. Updated interfaces and tags for the attacks to handle, weapon switching, everything verified in multiplayer. Okay, commit. And I actually have a repository set up right now, and I can push to that repo. Okay, we got that handled. So now what next? Now we're doing the defense ability and the secondary trigger. So in the character we already have the secondary trigger here. We're going to not really care about direction. We're going to get current weapon, and there's going to be a new function. So we need to go here our weapon template, and we want to say class settings, find the interface. I want to add a function, get secondary ability, and in secondary ability we have no input, we just want to give an able ability component, able ability object class reference as a return. I want to call it secondary ability, or okay, ability class, same as in the other one. Okay, we go here, and here we can make interpretation for all, and just open and make that a variable and call it secondary ability class. We don't have to replicate that value. If someone changes it locally, he still needs to be able to run the local ability. So I don't think that will be a problem. And this can be also empty. So let's go here. Try activate ability should also see if this is a valid class. Because if the class is not valid, which can happen, for example, something doesn't have a secondary ability, then we want to just stop. Do we have let's do it like this, invalid parameters if it falls. Okay, get back here, player input. Okay, so what we want to do is get current weapon, whatever it is. From this current weapon we want to get secondary ability message, and from this we want to just try activate ability. And now default is empty, which means that if we go here and I just try to do whatever I want with right mouse button, nothing will happen, but the game also won't break and it won't fail, which is important. Let's put back the long sword. It is my favorite weapon from this pack and from those animations. Okay, so we got this secondary trigger activation. How the primary and secondary inputs are being handled inside the abilities themselves is controlled by the abilities themselves, so we don't have to worry about that. And now we need to make a defense ability. So what we want to do is go to ability, ordinary, those are all attacks. Let's actually make new folder, attack, and we're going to please don't break. I don't want to set up references again. Wait, before I do that, if I move something as important as this, I'm going to make another commit. Prepare to move folders, stage, commit. I'm going to revert to this commit if references in abilities break and my abilities stop working. And now I can just move everything here. just ended. Everything is moved here. I just did fix up redirection. The folders disappeared, so let's just see if they work. This one works. This one works. I think everything is working. Okay. So I managed to do that. Let's do now new folder defense. And we'll have, well, two abilities. Able ability, which is a fantasy ability from our template. We're going to call it A underscore active defense. And it's going to be priority 5, just like attack, stamina requirement, and cost is going to be 6. So it's the same as attack. However, it is looping. And it has infinite number of iterations. It has a tag that we haven't. Oh, we have block. Okay. So ordinary ability, ordinary block. So it is looping forever until we release the button. So it is channeled. Channel condition is input. Input required is enhanced input. Secondary trigger. Must pass all conditions, and failed is interrupted. Okay. And it also has animation. There's some animation in it. We just make it like anything, just to see it. If you have a block, okay. This is a dynamic montage. It is not. It stops uninterrupted. It doesn't reset animation state on end. On loop, it doesn't reset. We don't need it to reset. And start end doesn't matter at all. And 0.25, 0.25 upper body. And it does stop previous montages. And it does play on server. Play, save, okay. So we got this. And this is basically a template, so we're going to move it. Active defense, okay. Let's go to core, change this to not A but AB. Move it here. And I unnecessarily made the attack and defense because no, I'm not moving them back. But yeah, the folder structure was good already. I forgot that every single weapon has a different defense thingy. We could probably just make one active defense, because the animation that we here we can bind, and we could just fetch the animation from the weapon, but then the weapon needs to hold the animation reference, which makes it always loaded in memory. And this object is being taken from class, so I think it's better not to do it like this. and to actually make a new new ability like that. So we got this. What else do we need? When we start the defense, we pay the stamina requirement to go into this loop, to go into this channel state, and we want to actually add a task called ability. I want to say play ability, and we need to make a new ability.